Hi, I'm the prostate cancer guy, and today we've just acquired some Ghetto Gastro pancake mix. It indeed has been sweeping across the internet as a phenomenon of sorts. I decided to order them because they're a plant-based product. So you'll notice calories 140, and you'll also notice that the total carbs are 29 per serving. Now, notice the serving information right here, okay? Right? You see that serving information? So you see that it's 1/4 cup is a serving size, 40 grams. And so there's about 10 serving grams. So a lot of times with our diets and stuff, we don't really read what a serving size is. A lot of times we overeat by accident, even when we're overeating on purpose. You know what I'm saying? We know I'm gonna have an extra pancake here or there, but we don't realize just by how much we are overeating when you take a look at the stats on the label. I guess I'll go with the original one as my first tasting. All right, so it doesn't matter what the measurements are until we do it in grams. So remember, we're going to go with grams here, and we know that 40 grams was 1 cup size, is 1 serving size. So we're going to do 80 grams of powder to make sure we don't go over 2 servings. 79.9. 79.7. That's close enough to 80 for me. Better to be less than too much. Look, it just jumped to 80.5. So there we go. We're at 80. 2/3 cup pancake mix, 1/2 cup of water, and 2 tablespoons of neutral oil. Gently mix with spatula or spoon, not a whisk. Usually when pancake mixes ask for water, you know what? I don't use water. Let me show you what I use. It said not a whisk, so I'm going to follow the instructions. Use a fork. All right. So we're putting the oil in here to get the pan ready. Just so you know, I'm using kind of canola oil. I use canola oil because I learned that when I was going through a Dean Ornish program in which they were talking about, you know, certain oils you really can't cook in, but canola oil is supposed to be one of the safer ones to cook in. But I've heard people say something opposite of that. And I don't typically cook stuff because I like eating it as natural as possible. It's ready to be cooked, and I combine it with that Sprite and a little bit of oil, and it seems to be smelling pretty fresh. The ingredients are all natural. I've mixed up 80 grams of powder. I'm trying to build muscle here, so that's why my carbs are set up as 60, 25, and 15. And everybody can use that same general formula because your muscles are mostly carbohydrates and water anyway. And if you're building muscle, you're going to need the carbs in order to do the high intensity workouts that, you know, that we condone and that we practice here. Let's get to cooking. Kind of reminds me of the Humpty Hump dance. I like my oatmeal lumpy. I'm sick with this. Straight gangster Mac. Okay, so we're about to flip it on over here. Oh yeah, it looks light, looks great. Look at that. Now I used, once again, you see how light those look? I think that's due to the fact that I use the Sprite Zero instead of the water. Because anytime I used to make pancakes regularly, they would come out very light and fluffy, like good old-fashioned McDonald's pancakes when they used to be really, really good when I was a kid. But it's that Sprite that's ingredient. It looks great. Absolutely wonderful. Well, we'll just go with some tofurkey. How's that? Let's give it the taste test. Very good. In fact, I don't think I'm even need any syrup. Really light and fluffy. Good stuff. Tastes really nice. Way to go, Ghetto Gastro. You got my seal of approval. Please remember all the nutritional stuff we went over too, guys, so you can keep your macros in check, even though you're enjoying this great tasty stuff.